Greetings, this is Vane. Welcome back to Old Scrolls Arena. Okay, so we've been exploring this dungeon while I've been waffling about what's been going on with me in my life. You know, bit of commentary where you go on. I mean, if you're watching this, you can always turn the sound off if you don't know what I'm talking about. Some people actually find my voice apparently it's quite soothing, so just tune out what I'm saying. AMSR fodder apparently. But yeah, currently talking about possibility of my new job as a caseworker. Because basically the most important thing will be, well, I say most important for people watching these videos and my Let's Plays, because I've got a few people who do enjoy watching them, and I do enjoy reading the comments and providing feedback and getting new subscribers and that sort of thing, especially with these older games. And a lot of the time, for example, I'm just doing this because I'm doing it. It's half commitment because I said I would do it, but it's also because it gives me a focus for the day. I've completed more stuff doing this kind of thing than I doing Let's Plays like this. Because normally it's I mean, I've been playing a lot of Civ 6, for example, but it's literally I'm just restarting over and over and over and over, because it's hard to get into a game. Half the time I feel like, you know, maybe I should record this. And the other half, it's like, actually, you know what? It's just me doing repetitive actions and repeating stuff that I'm comfortable with and whatever, just as a sort of relaxation kind of meditation technique. You know, I'm not actively playing or for any particular purpose other than it's not like I try and win or try and press it's just something to do. Quite often, especially if I'm doing it while my videos like this are uploading. And when I'm doing Let's Plays, it gives me that sense of purpose. You know, it fills the void of not actually having a job, because in a way it does feel like a job to me, but in a good way. I mean, it gives meaning to my day that I'm kind of creating content. And for a lot of creatives, that's pretty much the point. So basically, so what'll happen? Well, if I get this job, it's basically 2 days out of my life that I won't be able to guarantee producing any content. Which means I might have to consider what series I'm doing and how often. I mean, at the moment, I'm only really doing 2. I'm doing this and I'm doing more depths of data now, so it should be alright. But it may mean that I'll be slowing down or still try and do daily content. It just means that I might try and make sure I've got I'm only doing 1 series rather than 2, you know. Then again, who knows? I mean, that's probably the hardest thing, is it's the not knowing. That's tough. But yeah, I've got my interview tomorrow. I can only give it my best. It's an online interview. Hope for the best. And see what happens. I mean, the truth is that every day is an adventure. Doesn't necessarily mean it's exciting, but it means that it's another day. And it's general, and each day is generally what you make of it. And it would be nice, because I'm kind of, like I said, I did express an interest in doing casework at the time of volunteering. because despite my autism, do I have great satisfaction from helping people and from dealing with others. I mean, some people go, okay, autism doesn't really have a social. It's like, that's just one aspect of autism. And to be honest, doesn't mean that just processing the emotions and the drives and the inputs are different, might be different, but basically autistic people aren't any different from normal people. It's just they just might have difficulties or differences in how they're expressed or how they prioritize things or things like that. I mean, for me, it's like with my autism, I don't think like other people. My natural instincts, if I'm not concentrating, then I don't know how to respond to people. If I'm under stress, I have difficulties with coping and dealing with people. It doesn't make it impossible, it's just difficult. And well, I've spent 40 years basically being me. I've learned all my strengths and weaknesses. I know what I am good at and what I'm not good at. One of the many things. I mean, I am a gamer and a role player. I like stories and games, and a lot of that involves dealing with people. You know. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, for example. It's more a game about telling stories than anything else. And if you're a GM wanting to run, well, believable worlds and stories about people, you're going to learn about people. But the truth is, no matter if you want something and you want to do something and you enjoy it, no matter how hard it is, you're going to overcome these difficulties. You're going to become more practiced. I mean, for me, my ability to communicate and express myself and whatever comes a lot basically because I like telling stories. Life's full of stories. You know. Stories are one of the unique things that we have as a species that allows us to share information and cooperate to the extent that we currently have. And the truth of the matter is, it's that I am solidly behind a lot of Terry Pratchett's philosophy. And basically, we're not Homo sapiens. We're Pans and Orans. The storytelling chimps. Telling stories is what makes us different, because that's how we communicate. It's how we learn and grow. And gaming, for example, lots of stories. Stories about overcoming adversity and continue on despite everything and not giving up and dealing with people. Understanding the difference between humans and monsters. And understanding that in some cases there's more humanity in monsters and there's more monstrosity in humanity. You know, because people are people. And that's my interest in stories made me learn and overcome the issues that I have with people. I might find it tiring, it might take some time, and in the end, you know, we seek escapism in fictional lives. And ultimately it doesn't matter, because if we want to do something, we will do it. So yeah, if you enjoy writing and communicating, you're going to learn to do it regardless of your issues. But just because I've chosen to overcome those issues because I want to do it, still, oh hello. Yeah, okay, we're not dealing with you. Out of here. Thing is, everyone has to do everything at things at their own pace, with their own skills, and some things are harder for some people than others. Some people have an aptitude and take to something naturally. Some people have to work at it. What often happens is people tend to favour the things they find good, the mixture of the stuff they enjoy and the stuff that they're good at. Of course, a lot of that's based on experience, because if you're not doing something, then you don't know whether you enjoy it or whether you're any good at it. Or I mean, for me, I never really got into philosophy and psychology and any of that outside of a kind of storytelling role-playing context, because it was never offered. In many cases, it's only because my experience with the Open University and what that I actually kind of realised that I like social psychology, the importance of storytelling, you know, that actually that is not a wasteful endeavour, and there's a lot of useful skills and talents and understanding in the bodies of law that people kind of sometimes dismiss because they think you should, but actually they're meaningless when they're not. I mean, for me, I found that my love of gaming, of storytelling, of role-playing and presenting worlds, ideas, concepts, storylines, narratives, all of that combined it's made me a relatively fast learner, because I can sort of see and visualise things in ways that, especially with connections, that not everyone seems to either see or appreciate. That storytelling isn't necessarily whimsy. It's a logical tool. That what we call the scientific method is nothing more than a story. That our lives are nothing more than a story. And when we talk about our lives and what we do on a day-to-day basis, you know, we're telling stories. Everything's a story. I mean, Terry Pratchett, some of his speculation on non-fictional stuff is probably better than the stuff that and informative than the stuff he did in terms of fiction and literature. Terry Pratchett may have been an author and a novelist, but in many ways he was actually a philosopher.
You were a fool to...
Yeah. in many ways, he was Terry Pratchett was a philosopher who might have been, well, he never actually, I don't think he actually studied philosophy, I'm not sure. I mean, the truth be told, I've never got round to study philosophy, and many people would say I'm a philosopher. It's not just about the ancient works of Aristotle and Nietzsche and Descartes. I don't know. And a lot of people underrate kind of social science and stuff like that, but it's like, but that's the basis of our education system. That's the basis of how we deal with life, how we interact with people. And narrative causality and understanding in the universe, you know. A lot of it is underrated and underappreciated. Okay, that's not really working, is it? Yeah. Where was it? Oh, we're back here again. Damn you. Okay, we're going to do a different way then. And a lot of people, sound stupid, they underestimate the importance of social sciences. That they're kind of woolly and fuzzy and stuff like that. I am not one of them people. However, I've not only studied social science, I've studied natural sciences too. And a key part of all that is understanding, yeah, okay, you can understand rocks and you can understand particles and whatnot. Social science is always going to be a bit woolly and fuzzy because it's about understanding people. And then about using and developing from that understanding of people. Which means it's an ever-changing field. And we're never going to not be part of the society. So in a way, social science is also just as much about studying ourselves. And if you're mocking social sciences, then you don't know how to study. We don't know how to study ourselves. We don't know how to study from each other. A lot of that we do it innately, but it's skills that we're not developing are being dismissed for being fuzzy when actually they're useful in everyday life. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm able to fake being human from my study, from the tools I've learned from social science, from role playing, and from gaming, from, you know. And the irony is that many of my autistic traits, for example, have manifested around people and understanding people. Often better than they understand themselves. But often, mostly in a context that's outside of real time. So engaging with people is not the same as understanding them. Anyway, I am going to leave this here. Enough waffling. This has been Vane doing Let's Play the Elder Scrolls Arena. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. And until next time, goodbye.